Arutperunjothi, Arutperunjothi, Thaniperum Karunai Arutperunjothi. Heading 49. The Super Knowledge of Chidambaram. Arutperunjothi Agaval. Lines 97 and 98. English explanation by Swami Saravanananda, Dindigul. Tambara Jnana Sidambaram Yenumor Ambara Thongiya Arutperunjothi. Ambaram is generally meant either filled space. Many people think air itself is ether. Some do not take it as an element. Out of 5 basic elements noted by our people, ether is the first. From air, fire, water and earth have been evolved. The Oriental spiritualists give first preference to this element. Of course, mere vacant space is not ether. It is but the rarest and permanently filled up in the whole of the space. Every element, every object and every force have been evolved out from this one supreme stratum. But this ethereal space seems void. We know all the universe has come out from that space, so it is not true that the space is empty or without anything. Something cannot come out of nothing. Therefore, there must be something in the vacant space. It may be in the very subtlest nature, which would have given birth to observable multifarious universe. That either is a permanent entity filled in the whole space, which is the root cause of all matter, energies, beings, powers and experiences. Truly, through every ethereal particle, that supreme entity is working for the final, effective realization of immortalized, blissful life to man. So, that ethereal space, full entity is divine and has come to our realization of God by attainment. A particular ethereal particle of God Himself has been light up as our soul atom, and the very same has evolved as all our soul, life and bodily being. Now we can accept that either particle itself is the wise temple of God, or Chidambara Alaya or Chitrambalam. From here we see the divine dance being performed everywhere, and from here alone we have to realize and enjoy the divine life, but we are only aware of the Nataraja Natanam everywhere outside. Because the external space is filled with the basic divine light of God, gold, this vast temple is called Golden Temple or Ponnambalam or Porchabai or Perambalam, and the inner temple of atomic form is said to be Chitrambalam or Chitchabai. Saiva devotee prays Natanasabesa, putting himself in front of the Lord from the root of the nose between eyebrows. By this prayer, he gets some grace of God to make his life successful. Traditionally, Saivats pronounce or write the word Tiruchitrambalam in the beginning and ending when they worship or do any good and important things. This is meant for invoking the divine grace for obtaining good result in all pursuits. So much good only was expected from the worship of Chidambara Alayam, but much more we can have by the worship of Arutperunjothi in the Jnanasabai temple of Vadalur, Uttara Jnana Chidambaram, True Wisdom Temple or Satya Jnanasabai is called Uttara Jnana Chidambaram because this has given the experience of supreme knowledge to live in God. Uttiram is subsequent eminence of the past one. Paranyanam is supreme knowledge. This may be taken along with Tat or Tam, and it will be Tatpara Jnanam. That is, he gets this knowledge of God, keeping himself away from that God, but in this Uttara Jnana Chidambaram, a person realizes Tambarajnanam which is the knowledge of both God and man, are in one form. Tam stands for plurality of them, while Tat point out singularity of it or that. Our Vallala recognizes Arutperunjothi in the Ambalam with being himself in oneness of him. Even from keeping aloof of God, a man is able to get from him something good. Hence, when he lives in oneness of him, it is certain he can obtain the highest goodness or the divine blissful life from him. Therefore, we must reach Vadalur, the Uttarayan Chidambaram, which is indeed the inner temple to be worshipped by all at any time. In this inner temple alone, the Arutperunjothi is ever kept aglow without sinking or vanishing. At any moment, we are cordially invited and offered His grace to make our life blessed. The external Vadalur Wisdom Temple is a symbol to denote the real one in us. He humbly requested all, don't miss to see Thaipusam Tavaradir. In fact, Thaipusam means the inner gracious light to be perceived when one is in good spirit of knowledge and life. By realization of Arutperunjothi, whatever happens will be for the good of anyone. Arutperunjothi, Taniperum Karunai Arutperunjothi, Dayavu.